Page 100, The Entertainer, a very famous ragtime piece by Joplin. This is a nice little arrangement of it. So I look it over, it's about a page and a half long. Treble bass clef, no sharps or flats in the key signature. It ends on C, so I'm guessing we're in C major. But do the scales and arpeggios for C major and A minor. And cut time. Cut time means 2-2, remember? Because common time is 4-4, and cut time is 2-2s. But when I learn a piece in cut time, I pretend it's in 4-4 because that makes the counting a lot easier. Otherwise, these eighth notes, they're 1-ended, 2-ended, 1-ended, 2-ended. Ugh. So I would rather go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and get it learned. And then once I've learned it and I'm ready to take it up to speed, then I'll put it back in cut time. We simply want to feel it in 2. It would be like the natural accents of 4-4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The hardest part here, of course, is the rhythm. And you move the hands around a little bit. I'm going to take it one hand at a time first. It starts with the right hand, and that first note is way up there. It's a D, and you should know these notes by now. 1 and 2 and 3 and then just lift up. I don't care for these fingerings, Dave. I mean, it keeps you in a nice, and you're moving around. But there are other fingerings. For instance, I can go here, 5-3 or 4, and then a 1, and then a 5. I crawled down and connected all that together. And then the left hand takes over. You do it as your teacher tells you to do it, but I like to crawl around and feel my way around rather than jumping around a lot if I can. Now measure 4, I'm going to do a 2, 3, 5 here because that saves the thumb for the next note. I don't want to go here and here. Here the hand is here. If I do it this way, the hand is a little closer. I'll do here. And now, then measure 5. 1 and 2 and 3. You can see the left hand and the beats 1, 2, okay. And this 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And then it's 3. And if this is throwing you, like in measure 7, take out that tie and play. They're just eighth notes. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3. Then you can put the tie in once you get it. Okay. Very repetitious. On page 101, you have 2 endings. And the second ending, I recommend you put thumb on that C. And that way you just reach up 2-5. You're already in position. You don't have to be moving around. And I'm trying to limit or avoid moving around as much as possible. Left hand starts at measure 3. The thumb. And then going 1, 2. If you don't fit here, you gotta do that. I don't know how big your hands are. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I hope. Put the hands together. Let's start at measure 4. It's here. 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2. This comes up on 2. 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2. Lift these notes up at the right time on measure 6. When I play this, the right hand comes out. And then when I play this, the left hand comes out. So I put the hands together, and then I'll go back over it slowly just to measure 2 at a time and get rid of any hesitations. And after the hesitations are gone for now, then I add the articulation. It's fairly connected. This left hand, you can bounce it along if you have to. You kind of have to. They give you rest, but you get a few slurs. So it's connected. Now I am connecting each of these measures at the beginning. Lift up. Even though I can connect it with the hand, I'm still lifting it. So I get a little... accent, boom, and then connect. That's pretty much the articulation. articulation. Then the dynamics, loud at the beginning, and then pick up to measure 5 here, soft. Left hand's very soft. They go up to loud. And then soft. See, we have that. So this is a real good example of statement reply or question and answer, where in music, one phrase is like a statement or a question, and the other one is like a reply or an answer to it. So it's statement, reply. So it's statement, reply. Statement, reply. Statement. That's how it is, back and forth. Well, in most music, the statement or the question is loud and the reply is soft. Joplin switched it. The statement is soft. The reply is loud. Soft, loud. Soft, and that's the way it works. A lot of people miss that. They just, out of habit, they'll make the statement loud and the reply soft. Then the speed. Well, ragtime music can be slow, medium, or fast. But a lot of Joplin's ragtimes are actually on the slow side. And Joplin himself put in here, not fast. He did it. People tend to play this way too fast. It just bounces along. You see all kinds of recordings of it. That's not what he wanted. It needs to kind of... One, two, just a nice gentle bounce along. Yeah, that's good. Let's play this together very slowly and check the notes and the rhythms. I'm going to take it in 4/4 time, not cut time, because we're going to go slow. And this is after you can play it at least slowly with no hesitations. We will do the repeat and all that. I'll give us 4 quarter note counts to come in. 1 and 2 and ready and go and. Rest. And 2 and 3 and 4 and. Repeat. 1, 2, and second ending. Rest, rest.